Okay, so I am preparing for my very first concert. For my very first gig as an independent artist. I have performed on several stages throughout the years and sung some of my songs, but never an entire set. So I thought about doing this like a live session as well, because that is the next brilliant idea that I have, is to go on live on TikTok, Substack, YouTube, and so on, and having like private shows. Okay, that didn't sound good, but having like a private concert in my bedroom. So here goes. And this is the hardest song to sing because it's recorded in a way so when I finish the first line, then the next goes on. So we'll see if I will kind of find like a workaround to this. So welcome to my very first gig as an independent artist. And since I have a lot of energy in my body, I thought I would just start with the first song and then you can get to know me a little bit more. It was a mistake. Once of all I need was to put my faith in us and see my independence fade away. I wanted to dare to take a chance. Next time I will jump right in, and I was caught in your romance. You were the bridge to get over him. Irony of fate, might as well turn my attention on a plane. You put me on a pedestal. When I fell so hard. You were playing aces, well I will throw you all my cards. Wanted to be true, wanted it to last. I should learn from your history and recognize your past. I've struggled in so many ways that you won't even know. When everybody else left, I were at your front row. Tried to meet you halfway, so many times I've tried. You couldn't stand anything that I actually like about me. That's your biggest issue. You want, but you cannot stand woman's independence. So bad for your illusion of a man. First I was angry, but now I'm truly blue. This narrow life is fractured, this narrow mind inside of you. I won't be ashamed, I'd rather always stay naive than let you reprimand me. I won't let go of my beliefs, struggle in so many ways that you won't even know. When everybody else left, I were at your front row. Tried to be your friend even after we had said goodbye. So many times I paused for you, so many times I tried. Just like then I'll be the bigger person that you could ever be. But when I try to stop, the only gone, at least I have me. 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 Okay, so that was the very first song for my second album as an independent artist. I remember when I wrote this, I had just bought my first synth. I got the very kind, loving recommendation from a family member saying that you need to be creating music daily. No excuses, even if it's as little as just 15 minutes. And buying that synth was the B-side, the bridge for my lifelong dream to come true, to actually publish, creating and releasing my first album as an independent artist. And the B-side is actually has different dimensions to it. First of all, I had a lot of songs like this unfinished on my hard drive, and I realized that this is not the way to honor your art. Even if you feel like you have moved on, that you are better, finishing things is something that I always struggle with this ADHD equipped mind of mine. So I decided before Christmas that I will actually release some of the songs, and I will release them under the album name B-Sides, and that is an analogy for, first of all, we all remember the B-sides on the CD albums or the singles that big artists released, and some of them sometimes actually was what hit the audience, the fans the most. And sometimes that B-side was the song that the artist or the group thought was better, but the record label was like, no, we'll go with this. So maybe some of those B-side songs is actually the ones that will leave most impact. But we will move on. And I also thought that I would have a theme for this evening. Of course, it's the B-side, and also that is also a symbol for breaking free from the limitation when it comes to creating art, fear of failure and all of that, but also how rules, how strategies and systems, instead of helping us express, they can be the very limitation because we feel like we don't have enough skill set and talents regarding them. So the B-side also stands for breaking free from the A-line, from the matrix that I call it, when we are so caught up in the collectual perspectives of the so-called reality. And also it's the bridge to detach from the limitation of identifying ourselves with a fixed form. But anyway, I thought that I would start with the still actually one of my favorite songs. It's called Oh Mother. It's not as highly well produced as I could have wished, but maybe a new version in the future. But I actually wrote that song in a whim. Performing on stage has always been my dream. But when I moved here, that kind of dissolved without me really noticing it. And I remember my husband come home one day and said, "You should apply to this Avec Song contest." And I did. And everyone who applied got a ticket in. And suddenly I was so freaked out by doing this, and I had all those ego limitation excuses to why I couldn't, why I shouldn't, and that scared me more than anything. That the thing that used to come naturally to me to perform on stage, even if I was, had anticipation and nervous like that, this really freaked me out. So I understood that this is only one way to break out from the darkness of the ego script, and that is to break through. So I sent the song Thrown In, but after getting admitted, I felt like, but I don't feel like performing with this song because it's a little lower. It's a little bit hard for me to sing live. So I just went into the studio and I wrote this song in one evening and finished it before lunch next day. But I thought that maybe you will be the first one to actually hear the song that I applied with for this song contest. And I remember in the program I didn't say anything to anybody. The name of the song that I was supposed to perform with was called Throne, but the real name of the song that I performed with is called Oh Mother. So now we will hear Throne. And all the ways that I need to be me is defense to your company. Build you a castle and you will find what is up before you tear it all down. Really thought that we had gotten somewhere, but spoke my mind and it disappeared. Endless hours of superficial talking manners. I'm the odd bird and you hold the manor. And this okay, I missed some parts of the song, so okay, this is not the greatest validation that I don't even remember the lyrics. So we will start from the beginning. In all the ways that I need to be me is defense to your company. Build you a castle and you will find what is up before you tear it all down. Really thought that we had gotten somewhere. I'm sorry, I need to have the lyrics for this song. And it's called, let me see. It doesn't get more live and authentic than this. So, Throne, there we have it. Okay, now I think I got it. All the ways that I need to be me is defense to your company. Build you a castle and you will find what is up before you tear it all down. Really thought that we had gotten somewhere, but boom, and it disappeared. The band that I thought we had built, your relationship are depending on guilt. Who did what and what do they owe? For them back this pattern is old. Endless hours of superficial talk and manners. I'm the odd bird and you hold the banner. Yeah, I know you wanna take me down to earth, take me into narrow ways to be, but I'd rather be off than let you reprimand me, take the whole of me. Yeah, I know you wanna pick me down a bit, but you're a square and I'm a float and I will never fit. Yeah, I know so well what lies behind those judgmental lies, all your silence in disguise. Yeah, I know you wanna break my every bone and add it, make me kneel to your throne. You got your standards and I've got mine, but think that I could be this blind to imagine you were able to accept someone who had some depth. Or open to a voice from a heart that was spoken. I really thought that we had moved at least, but I'm only welcome if I can please, in a way that suits you well. And I could guess cause you won't tell. Endless hours of superficial talking banners. I'm the oddball in you. Ooh, you hold the banners, endless conversations with no dance, and you want a chance. Yeah, I know you wanna take me down to earth, take me into narrow ways to be, but I'd rather be off than let you reprimand me, take the whole of me. Yeah, I know you wanna pick me down a bit, but you're square and I'm floating, I will never fit. Yeah, I know so well what lies behind those judgmental eyes, all your silence in the skies. Yeah, I know you wanna break my every bone and at it make me kneel to your throne. Yeah, I know you wanna take me down to earth, take me into narrow ways to be, but I'd rather be off than let you reprimand me, take the whole of me. Yeah, I know you wanna pick me down a bit, but you're square and I'm floating, I will never fit. Yeah, I know so well what lies behind those judgmental eyes, all your silence in the skies. Yeah, I know you wanna break my every bone and at it make me kneel to your throne. Yeah, I know you wanna take me down to earth. Yeah, I know you wanna take me down to earth, take me into narrow ways to be, but I'd rather be off than let you reprimand me, take the whole of me. Yeah, I know you wanna pick me down a bit, but you're square and I'm floating, I will never fit. Yeah, I know so well what lies behind those judgmental eyes, all your silence in the skies. Okay, my condition is so terrible. So, but we will practice. How fast do you think that I can get in shape in 2 weeks? Less than 2 weeks. Okay, we will move on to, I think this will be the final song, because this is my favorite and it points back to what I mentioned in the beginning, how attending a Song contest was the engine that got me create this song. So all our lives we've been told how to compromise, to reach for the goal, to go for more and deserve our place. That's always how it's been for the human race. So take your shovel and dig in and contribute to habits always have been that common voice. So what we can do is start to believe that sentence to be true, but I'm heading back to my innocence before any illusion of what was meant. And just like a child breaking free, I feel the doubts taking over me. Oh mother, will we ever learn? We go for meaning outside and out being burned. Suppress our values, meaning or core. Is this reason for this treason or in a war? Oh mother, could you help me out to fill this void of egos, deceive me with lies, drag these random shadows into light, to make sense of all of the doubts. Oh mother, won't you help me? 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 And now I need to find the lyric for for the next verse. So here we are with scars on our hands. He carried the cross, but we don't understand. We promise our truth and not to become, but that was when we were forever young, chained in the lines of rules and fear, corrected now before you disappear. And now you're ruined by rules and standards, how to fit in. You're so much bigger than frame and rules, yet you're depending on all other too. Just like a child, I seek something real. The mirror through your eyes says the sins that I feel. Oh, mother, will we ever learn? We go from meaning outside and out being burned. Suppress our values, meaning and core. Is this reason for this treason or in a war? Oh, mother, could you help me out to fill this void of egos, deceive me with lies, dragons and the shadows into light, to make sense of all of the doubts. Oh, mother, will we ever learn? We go from meaning outside and out being burned. Suppress our values, meaning and core. Is this reason for this treason or in a war? Oh, mother, could you help me out to fill this void of egos, deceive me with lies, dragons and shadows into light, to make sense of all of the doubts. Oh, Father, won't you help me? Oh, Father, won't you help me? Oh, Mother, won't you please just help me? So, the very first live of 3 songs, and I'm exhausted.